Hello again, Mario the Pie Man here for some more Star Trek Online, TOS style. We're still playing with Duug. We're now playing through basically the early Federation missions, and we've got to pick someone up and take him out somewhere. So this is kind of an early mission, so we will pick up Duug Mk'Kinnon.
Hello!
Hi!
Admiral Quinn told me that you would be available to take me to Starbase 39 Sierra.
Well, he was wrong.
From there, I'm going to the Hobus system.
Alright.
I'd be happy to answer any questions you have about that area. Fascinating place. I've made it my life's work. This life, anyway.
This life?
I am a Trill. Some among my people are lucky enough to be joined with a symbiotic life form.
Oh yes,
we
the
share
Trill.
our bodies with
In
them,
case you didn't
and in
watch Star
return
Trek.
they share lifetimes of knowledge and memories with us. I am Khan's seventh host, and
Sorry.
most of us have been scientists. My predecessor, Lenara Khan, was working to create artificial wormholes. I studied the effects of supernova.
I see.
Goodbye.
Well, tell me about the Hobus
In
system.
2387, the
giving
star
you
in the
more
Hobus
backstory
system
here.
went supernova. The resulting explosion devastated the planets in the system, of course. But then it created a chain reaction that cut a path of destruction more than 500 light-years long. More than a dozen systems were affected by the Hobus event.
If you're in the
Most
Countdown
notably,
comic, you'd know
the
this.
Romulus system. Both Romulus and Remus were destroyed. Billions lost their lives. The thing is, an M-class planet like Romulus should have been protected by its stellar magnetosphere
I see.
and its planetary magnetic field. They act like shields to protect the planet from radiation, and a supernova blast is highly energetic radiation. If the supernova is large enough, it will overwhelm those defenses, but the Romulans should have had decades to prepare for the wave's arrival. As it was, they only had hours. Goodbye.
Didn't Starfleet try to help the Romulans?
Ambassador Spock attempted to organize
So
an
did Picard.
evacuation, but the Romulan Senate refused. I guess they thought they had more time. That was a horrible time. Ambassador Spock had a plan to stop the wave.
So this was all
but
written
after the
pre-Picard.
destruction, a Romulan named
Very
Nero
much basing
blamed
on
him.
Nero
Nero had a ship
the
of awesome
09 film.
power. We still don't know everything about the Narada, but we think the Romulans used Borg technology to create it.
Oh,
Nero destroyed dozens of our ships, and even attacked a Klingon fleet led by General Worf.
a general war, not a specific
And
one.
Worf barely survived. Ultimately, Nero confronted Spock in the Hobus system. Spock managed to use red matter to create an artificial singularity to contain the worst of the supernova's blast, but both he and Nero were lost. Goodbye.
So we've got the Romulan
In a
political
word,
system.
troubled. Sela rules what remains of the Star Empire, and isn't shy about using the Tasha Yar and the military to bring systems back into the fold. Meanwhile, Ditan and his unificationists have formed the Romulan Republic.
Yeah.
The Federation
We're
and the
quite a
Klingons
chunk in to
recently
get
recognized
backstory.
them at Kittimer, while Empress Sela and her allies
And of course you'll have
expressed
seen all
their
this happen in
disapproval.
the events of Dracaris, which
Tensions
you'll have
remain
already
high.
watched.
The Remans have formed a resistance movement in response to Imperial persecution. There's a lot of bad blood between Remans and Romulans that could end rather poorly. Even more troubling are reports concerning
You're very
Taurus,
useful for plot
the former
plot trumps.
Imperial Praetor.
Basil
She
Expedition.
was ousted from power by Sela, and rumor has it she's seeking powerful allies from both within the Empire and without. Sela made a lot of enemies over the years. This could be their chance to settle old scores. Goodbye.
Ready to go then?
Packed and ready. The USS Tucker is waiting for me at the starbase. They'll be taking me to the
Oh,
Hobus
named
system.
after Trip.
Maybe
right.
this time we'll find the clues we need to solve this mystery.
Okay.
Goodbye.
There we go. So we are off to Starbase 39 Sierra. A quick jaunt. It is actually quite useful for all, yes, I was joking, he is Basil Exposition, which he definitely was. It is quite useful to have someone kind of explain the plot, so to speak.
The Romulans were once a passionate, vibrant species, but the loss of their homeworld has left them in ashes. The survivors of the cataclysm have gathered under the banner of Empress Sela. She has sought out new allies from the Delta Quadrant in an attempt to rebuild the Romulans' former might. And now, She seeks revenge for a lost world and a broken people.
I did like those, the wee intros every time you went into a sector of space. It's actually based loosely on this map used to be split into much smaller chunks. What priority ones are matter? Yeah, it used to be split into chunks. You'd shift maps a lot more, and actually they split it into quadrants eventually. If you were around then, you still have an achievement called Shaka when the walls fell. But you used to get an intro from, well, if you're a Fed, you get Leonard Nimoy. Romulan, it's usually Denise Crosby. Klingon, it's, I think actually you still got Nimoy for the Klingons, but I know sometimes you get, they have different voices, and some of the different sectors have them, so let's enter the Sierra system. We're just really being a taxi at this point.
Thank you for your assistance. Is there anything else you want to know?
You're not scared to go into Romulan
Never!
space?
The crew of the Tucker can handle anything the Romulans can throw at us. Besides, you can only learn so much from sensors and probes. To really understand the Hobus system, we need to be
So what else
there.
can you tell me about Romulan space?
The Romulans are touchy.
Okay.
Watch what you say or you'll be in for a fight. The Remans don't even bother talking before they fire, so I think they're more dangerous than the Romulans. Sela's found some new allies too. They're from the Delta Quadrant, but I don't know much about them.
So what should I do now?
Wish me luck.
Okay.
Oh, and I'd check in with Admiral Tanay before you leave. She might have new orders for you.
Alright, okay.
Goodbye.
Bye. Ooh, so we have to go towards the starbase. Apparently we could beam him.
You may have heard about the tragedy at Khitomer. Empress Sela attempted to disrupt the conference with a bomb, resulting in the
You'll have
death
seen
of
that if you
Commander
watch my
Tanay.
videos on Takara.
Now, Sela is offering a political reconciliation with the Federation, despite the fact that we have allied with the Romulan Republic. She has invited Federation diplomats to meet with her delegation at a secure base on the edge of the neutral zone. However, we have recently received intelligence that Sela is amassing a fleet. We are sending you with the peace delegation as cover for your investigation into Sela's activities. This is a very delicate situation. You must try to covertly obtain information about Sela's plans without disrupting our peace efforts or upsetting Sela. However, we do have an agent in her retinue who will help you.
Okay.
I have new missions for you.
Yes, so this is what we've got now. We've got a new mission. Now, normally I would finish after a mission, but that was basically a courier and I've info done. We will go and do the Empress Sela mission. Oh, we have to go all the way over here. I think I will use that jump, which I forgot was there, once we're going in a straight line. Whee. I feel like an idiot for not realising that was there for ages, and because that saves a lot of flying through space and hence a lot of cuts when I'm editing things together. Arrived in the ground system, Captain. Incoming hail. You want to put it on the screen? Yeah, go on.
Greetings and welcome to Agrama.
Denise Crosby
I am
doing
pleased
voiceover.
that Starfleet sent such a notable officer as its representative at this conference. Please enter a standard orbit and transport down to these coordinates. This meeting may mark the beginning of a new day for the Federation and the Romulan Star Empire.
I hope we can find a path to peace. There's been too much conflict between our peoples. Right. Into orbit. Through this very pretty ring system. I know there was a thing there to collect. For the moment. Yeah, I'm ready to beam down. Yeah, taking 2 tail rights, that's a good idea for diplomatic stuff. Go and say hi to Sela. I'm glad they let us bring weapons. A peace conference with the rules against it.
The rest of the delegates are already in the conference room. My aide, Jevem, will take you there. I have some business to attend to before we begin.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Empress. Look forward to productive conversation. Are you Jevon? Right. There you are. Very nice bunker you've got here, Sela. Oh, he's got a message for her. There's hope for peace. Must consider your words carefully. So we've got some people to talk to.
It is agreeable to meet with you. You have my people's enduring gratitude for how you handled that matter with Ambassador Soketh. This is another trying time for Vulcan. The Romulan Star Empire blames the Vulcan Science Academy for the Hobus supernova that destroyed their world.
Do they know?
They are utterly intransigent in this misguided belief, despite the fact that Ambassador Spock warned them of the danger and ultimately gave his life to stop the loss of even more worlds.
I actually think he's living his life up in a
Romulans
parallel
are
universe.
a most illogical people. Sometimes I find it hard to believe we were once a single species.
I am so pleased to see the Federation recognize and attempt to rectify
More
its
green
past
lipstick,
mistakes.
if you watched the Kara
I knew
videos.
that a people as clever as yours would realize eventually that it is folly to antagonize the Romulan Star Empire. I am also confident it will only be a matter of time before you realize that you have made a grievous error by allying yourselves with terrorists, scoundrels, and thieves. The sooner you renounce your poorly considered alliance with the so-called Romulan
seems
Republic,
lovely.
the sooner we will be able to come to a mutually beneficial arrangement.
Well, I'm glad we've taken this first step.
Welcome to Agrama.
Oh, thank
Isn't
you.
this a lovely facility? You must
I
tour the
don't think those are
atrium
your
later.
real sideburns.
Hard to believe this system was infested by Orion pirates not long ago.
It is indeed, yeah.
You know, some of my colleagues were against this meeting, but I lobbied for it. I said the entire Federation cannot be as blind as the people who were at the farce at Kittimer. If you just see the problems the Romulan Republic are causing, I'm sure you can persuade your government to reconsider their rash choice and sever their agreements with these
Well,
rebels.
take more than a warm welcome to make you change your minds about the Republic. Councillor. Oh, you think it's more of a symbolic gesture? There you go. Well, now we have our Federation diplomats.
I thought the Federation's
Sugihara.
alliance with the Romulan
He'll be
Republic
coming up a
would
lot.
be the end of any meaningful dialogues with Empress Sela. After all, she considers the Republic to be a terrorist organization. She may have an ulterior motive for inviting us here, but we had to take the chance that Sela's offer to negotiate is sincere and act in kind. The Federation must pursue every avenue for peace.
I agree. Hopefully see how pointless conflict is. Let's talk to...
We are so pleased that you were able to attend our conference. The
that was
Empire
easy,
was
best
quite
spaceship.
dismayed at your decision to support the terrorist insurgents rather than the rightful government of the Romulan people. So much for your vaunted
It doesn't really work like that, although I do understand your
In
confusion.
any case, neither of us benefit from extended conflict. So, despite your questionable alliances, we are choosing to open negotiations in hopes of normalizing relations between the Federation
Oh, let's
and the
just call it a
Romulan
first step,
Star
eh?
Empire.
The Romulans can be so difficult to deal with, especially these Imperials. They are forever setting traps, twisting words, and jockeying for advantage. Even a conference with the Klingons would be preferable. At least you know where you stand with Klingons.
And they've got better drink.
I'm reminded of a line I read once in an ancient Earth text. Hide a knife behind a smile. Every smile here hides a knife.
Oh, I'll be on my guard then. Oh, here's someone running up to me. Oh. Oh, oh, oh.
I apologize for the interruption. My name is Tokav. I am one of the stewards here. We've had a slight complication with the dietary requirements of some of your delegation. Could I borrow you for a moment so we can clear this up?
Oh, I don't know how much help I'll be, but sure. Can it? I see. Do I look like a chef? Honestly, I do look like someone who enjoys food. I do like the wee bits of natural conversation you get. I know it's only in speech bubbles, but it's colour. There's someone saying, don't trust the Federation. Coughing.
Franklin Drake says you can be trusted, and that is enough for me.
Oh, Drake.
There's more going on here than a diplomatic conference. Sela has no interest in courting the Federation. So why is she suddenly doing so now? We're going to find out what she's up to.
What do you propose?
The lower level of this facility is off limits to everyone but the Empress and her aides. But that access hatch right over there opens up to a maintenance tunnel that leads down. The doorway is guarded. So while I distract the guards, you sneak through the door.
Okay. Poor guy with his sore feet. Yeah, I feel for you guys. Oh, here it is.
The hatch is just ahead in the northeast corner of the room. There will be a security room near the exit of the maintenance tunnel on the level below us. Access one of the consoles there. Maybe you'll learn more about what she's doing. I need to get back to the reception before I'm missed. But I should be able to cover your absence for a few minutes. More than that, and you're on your own.
All gone Metal Gear Solid. Dun, dun, da, da, dun, 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 dun. Oh, we've got a temporal probe here as well. So we've got some communications logs to look at. So there's this power agreement. My ships have acquired a Borg sphere and towed it towards the Pilates system to be your prompt response. Except for new hunting grounds and the interest of prey. So that sounds like we've got a Herodian.
Empress, the fleet is on its way to Vulcan.
Excellent. Have the weapons loaded aboard my ship. I will depart as soon as they are on board.
Skullduggery.
We will have our revenge for the destruction of Romulus. Hail Hakiv and put him through to my personal terminal. Then leave me. I have matters to attend to.
Yes, Empress.
That was convenient timing. Ah,
Computer, begin playback of file 2895 Gamma.
She's still in the office.
After I left Starfleet, I made it my life's work to reunite.
She's listening to a bit of Star Trek 2009.
For many years, I lived among them and waged a campaign of peace. 21 years ago, the star of the Hobus system went supernova and sent a wave of devastation across the quadrant. I promised to save the Romulan homeworld. I failed.
Computer, end file. I cannot suffer more of that arrogant fool. Soon, Vulcan will suffer the same fate as my world.
That's probably not good.
I have Hakiv, Empress.
Patch him through.
Oh, it's that guy.
Greetings, Empress.
My fleet
Again, you'll know him from the Romulan missions with Drakara. I've seen this a lot through this. There's some tie-in.
I must disappoint you. The terrorist cells of the Romulan Republic demand my full attention. Kitterer did not go as planned. Now they have powerful allies. And with Taurus missing...
Spare me your excuses, Hakiv. Nothing is more important than avenging the destruction of our homeworld. You disappoint me, Hakiv. I trust you will not do so again.
Can't allow Sela to use those weapons, or to destroy them before she can load them. And we're also looking for that temporal probe. There it is. Let's deal with the temporal gubbins first. What stupid puzzle will we have to do this time? Oh, it's the... So, I think we've done this one before. There was a game you used to be able to get called Mastermind which did this, so the idea is this will tell us how many are right. The upshot is, each one I change. Right, so we know 3 is right, so just... Yep. It's really pushing us through all of them here, but there. So first digit will now change to 4. Yep. So it should then be, if I change, I think it's a bad combination, yep. And wow, someone was not thinking when they set a combination, so from scan the taps on comm channels, it's looking for sensitive info on Sela. Fighting until an Empress is notoriously difficult, it's possible the killer looking to blackmail, so copy it and wipe the cold memory. Uh oh, and a cool. Ah, damn it. I hate the way those commanders do these distortions. Still taking damage from it. I suppose when I do what our actual mission was. I do like those wee additions that they've got. Again, that's only in if you're a temporal agent. You obviously saw the Delta ones with Drakara as well, but they were more just a scan thing. They tried to put a bit more into it, which I did appreciate, just also to make it a little different. Now you'll notice he's carrying that weird looking phaser. There's a reason for that. The game used to use the weapon that was in your hand.
The Federation would send spies instead of diplomats, and you call us treacherous. No matter. You may have destroyed these weapons, but my fleet is already en route to Vulcan. You cannot stop what has begun. Guards, capture the intruders!
So yeah, the reason why you'll see those weird-looking pistols in the cutscenes is because they used to use the weapon, but you started getting lots of clashing and interference. So they basically had to have a standard-looking rifle and pistol. Now they could have just gone with the standard Federation phaser, but the problem that you've got with that is its grip is different from every other species. Both Romulan and Klingon weapons have your standard pistol grips, and the Federation one doesn't, so they had to make this weird non-standard phaser so that they could animate the same characters for anyone in it.
Good work on disabling the transport inhibitor. Your ambassadors are safely back on their ships, but I had to blow my cover to get them there.
Oh dear.
Now it's time for me to get out while I still
you do
can.
that.
Farewell.
Thanks for your help. Hope we see you again. Yeah, I'm ready. So yeah, that's why you get this weird derpy phaser. Like, say if it was a Romulan, they just have a standard Romulan pistol, a phaser, a standard phaser. I'd really like them to be able to put in your actual weapon, but I do understand. Yeah, so we have ships trapped in damping fields. So we're going to destroy the satellites. Let the Federation ships get out of.
Thank you for rescuing us.
Yes. This is an ever-escalating series of ships. So the first one we stop is just these light warders. The next one will be a Mogai, if I remember it rightly.
I thought we'd never be free of that blasted field.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna recommend you get accommodation.
Thank you. Don't shoot that one. I'm going to recommend it for accommodation. I'm not saying this battle's a foregone conclusion, but I'm actually picking up stuff that was dropped while I'm still doing it. Even though there's a big plasma fire in the front of my ship. It's fine.
I would not have believed anyone capable of this treachery. Even Sela.
Temporal destabilize movement is very useful. Right, comms are now online, so call to me.
I had not expected to hear from you so soon. Was your mission successful?
Define successful. She's launched an attack, fleeting her target as Vulcan.
I should have expected as much.
Yeah.
You cannot trust them. I never do. I am contacting all available ships. We will meet you there.
Good luck. We've done all we can here. Now we have to signal Starfleet Command. Let's go to Vulcan. Yep.
Thanks to your warning, we were able to divert some ships to defend Vulcan. I have come to personally command the defense.
Ooh, that's nice.
The other forces have already been briefed. Your role in this battle will be to defend the science vessels that have set up a tachyon detection grid to detect any cloaked Romulan ships. We cannot allow any enemy ships to slip through.
No, I understand that.
The ships maintaining the grid will be priority targets for the Romulans, but they must remain in position or the grid will collapse. That is why I need you to protect them.
Okay, got it. Quiet, sir. Too quiet. So this is actually the start. This is the Romulan story from both if you were playing as a Federation or a Klingon character.
How can you fight what you cannot see? Surrender now, and I may give you a merciful death.
This was, so yeah, Federation or Klingon. Romulans obviously feel seen.
Our detection grid has revealed scout ships attempting to penetrate the perimeter.
is actually a console I've got, which is a kind of point defense turret, which is quite useful to have when you're getting hit by these slow moving projectiles. The problem is that is damage over time. Can sneak up on you. Don't mind the fire. Ships just put some fire.
Your attempts to interfere are meaningless. Vulcan must pay for its crimes.
Look, I agree the Vulcans can be really annoying at times, but this isn't way Sela.
We cannot oppose the will of the Romulan people. We are eternal. All forces, advance and destroy them.
More Romulan ships there.
Sela has launched her assault. Science vessels, maintain formation. All other forces converge on the Romulan fleet.
Look at the science vessels helping. Actually, the slightly modernised version is similar to the Olympic class, which is one of the ones you forgot these. Oh. Let's go and join the big fight. Don't let them have all the fun. This targeting thing I'm doing is a science vessel thing. It's auxiliary, but press one button. What it's meant to do, if you're working in a group in particular, even on your own, it increases your chance to hit. Basically, effectively, your chance to roll crits and that sort of thing. It's really handy when you're in groups and a science vessel does that because it actually helps everyone. Part of their kind of more support role. Deliberately doing that because we're trying to get what near the area is not actually got it. Sadly enough. There's their modernized version of the Constitution just coming in. And the movie version, which is what the main Alison is flying.
Reinforcements are en route. Hold the line.
Ooh, Ambassador class.
I'll follow your lead.
Oh, there's Sean. He's kind of run into him before, but we've got to defeat Sela as well. clearing up inventory at some point. It's actually quite handy. You'll always pick them up at some point randomly. I usually have them just around. So I'm not worried about them overflowing the inventory. It's that big reserve space for them. I don't really like lock boxes, not guessed. Sometimes if I get free keys, I'll open one of the infinity boxes. Oh, there is Sela's ship with scimitar type. So get a bit closer to that. She has now kind of lost her feet. It can do, it's not doing it, but the actual scimitars can do the fail-around attack. You will see it elsewhere. Can't see her, she's cloaked. Well, that's what the cloak and
You
drive
may
does.
have won this day, but the fight will continue. Romulus will be avenged. There will be blood for blood, death for death. My world is gone. I will not rest until Vulcan suffers the same fate.
Vulcan's not to blame, Sela. Federation wants peace with your people.
Indeed. Then why does Starfleet use ships equipped with weapons of mass destruction? Why did the Vulcan Science Council willfully refuse to assist us when there was a chance to save our world?
They're dicks.
Every sorrow in my life can be laid at the feet of the Federation.
You're blinded by grief. I hope you see the truth before it's too late. Got some debris to scan. What's this? It's a thing. Leaving their junk in orbit. Borg energy signatures. They might have modified their shipboard technology. Oh, we should probably look into that. Oh, great, yeah, I'll depart the system now. Not a thank you, a celebration from the Vulcans. I bet that would be riotous. So the people of Vulcan and Starfleet Command asked me to congratulate you in averting what could be a terrible disaster. Thank you. We are concerned by your discovery of Romulan attempts to modify Borg technology. Sela is desperate to hold the remnants of the Empire together, and desperate people take greatest risk. You can see more of that, again, in the videos of my Romulan character, Drakara. Under the circumstances, it's logical to assume that we have not seen the last of Sela. Perhaps she will come to realize that Vulcan and Starfleet are not to blame for the destruction of Romulus before she returns. And what will I take? I'm going to actually take the armor. Yeah.
Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander.
Leaders of the Romulan Star Empire have been blinded by their ambition to regain power to the point of madness. We believe they've begun to incorporate Borg technology into their ships. Tasha Yar were studying Borg technology in a sphere delivered to them by the Herodian. It's currently in the Pt6 system. Travel there, destroy it, determine the method to track down any Borg technology the Romulans may have salvaged. A small piece of it could prove devastating. So that's what the next mission will be. I have new missions for you. So I will stop it there. Thanks everyone for watching. Oh. Thanks, Douglas. He's not called Douglas. I'm called Doug. Thanks everyone for watching. I do hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you did. If you want to talk to me, you can comment in the comments, that's what they're there for, or talk to me on Twitter at Pyman70, that's a capital P, capital M, and the number 70. And yes, once again, thank you for watching. We will return with more Star Trek Online, but until next time, bye for now.